Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I will be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kokushibo. He had never seen you wear a skirt before. So to him, it was not a sight that he was used to. Not that he cared so much. Initially, he didn't. And that was all. Until he had seen you in one right now. For the most part, he was just happy you're around. And what mattered most to him was your happiness. Not that he didn't ever think about your looks, because they were hard not to think about. You were very pretty and often distracted him in ways he was not able to comprehend. But seeing you in a skirt for the first time, it was something that he knew he would never forget. The way that it was so short, clinging to your skin. He felt himself like he was just trapped, unable to look away from you, his eyes going back to your frame whenever he tried to look anywhere else. And after you were tired of just playing this game with him, where he would have to try his best to avoid looking at you, you eventually sighed and sat next to him. He hesitated for a moment before just putting a hand on your thigh, making you blush. Kokushibo, you've been staring at me. Is that right? You asked him, just wanting to make sure. And when he nods, you find yourself a little bit surprised at his honesty. You did not expect him to be so transparent about this. But you're glad. You don't like beating around the bush or ignoring things that are really just obvious. You're just too pretty to ignore, Wyan. It's difficult for me. It's difficult. Is that what you really think? You ask him, smiling softly, and he nods, leaning down to plant a soft, gentle kiss on your thigh. I really just want to be by your side and want to be able to admire you and give you the love that you deserve. You were happy that he thought that way, but most importantly, you were also really happy about the attention you got. And that was kind of what you wanted here. Just some more attention from him. And more physical affection, of course. Muichiro. Muichiro had never seen you wear a skirt before, but he never really thought that you just had any feelings towards skirts. He never really thought about it, if you were to be honest. Maybe you just didn't like them, but you didn't know the reason behind it. You were kind of insecure and nervous. And also, you didn't like random people staring at you if you were wearing something too short. So you only decided to wear it once you trusted Muichiro and knew that you would not dislike him staring at you or anything, if he even did. What you did not realize was that he would stare, because he does pay attention to you. He pays attention to what you're wearing and what you're doing. Nothing slipping past his mind. He loves you after all, and there's no reason, not a single one in the world, as to why he would simply just not overwhelm you with his attention. But it's good. It's a good thing. Especially when he stands up and wraps an arm around your waist, cupping your face with his other hand, and leaning in for a gentle kiss. You look beautiful, Moyan. You realize that, right? He whispers, gentle, and you nod, blushing brightly. I think I do, you say, and he smiles at that. I'm glad then. I don't want you to ever forget that. It's very important that you keep remembering it, especially when you're always stunning. So it's not just because I'm wearing a skirt? You could wear just about anything, and you would look stunning, darling. It's not about the skirt, and it's about your face. Those beautiful eyes and that beautiful smile of yours. But I will admit, your body is a factor too. I can't help it. You look too beautiful to ignore. You do like the compliment, and the fact that he's honest about it. Not to mention, you do want him to like your body as well, besides your wonderful personality, of course. And you were glad that you had someone who liked all the parts of you. Sanemi. Sanemi really thought that nothing could affect him, especially when it came to what you were wearing. Not that he didn't like you or care about you or anything of that sort. It's simply just that he didn't care, and didn't think there was a reason to be paying attention to what someone else is wearing until he saw you in that skirt. Maybe he was focusing too much. Maybe he shouldn't be acting that way. And maybe there was a reason behind it. Maybe it's right, because he can't tear his eyes away no matter what he does. He loves you. And maybe you wearing that skirt for the first time ignited something within him that he did not know existed, because he could not look anywhere else but at you. He cleared his throat when you looked at him, and you smirked, knowing exactly what was up. So, Sanemi, looks like you've been staring for a while. What's going on? You ask him, going over to him. And because you just know how to tease him, you sat on top of his lap, and he blushed brightly, looking away to hide his face. Nothing, Mayan. Now, weren't you busy doing something? I'm not busy. I'm just here to be loved by you. Or do you not want me? You tell him, pouting, and he shakes his head, and he looks at you for a little bit. Then, he puts a hand on your thigh. I suppose so. But don't mind what I will do. He whispers, and the next thing you know, he's leaning in for a kiss, deepening it, and pulling your body even closer to his. You had no idea he would go all out, just because he felt a little bit pent up. But maybe it was not that bad of a thing, and maybe that was exactly what you wanted here, which was all true, really.